Hello everybody, Danny Shay here along with Psychic Duck. Say hello to Psychic Duck everybody. Hello everybody, good to see you. Alright, back from my little King's event. And you're going, Danny, that was last week. No King's Day. Gave us a lot of community. Showed the world that we are not happy with the way things are going. The legacy media didn't really show it up that much, but I think the world saw it. Pretty sure they did. And shame on the legacy media, but the legacy media is run by corporations. And so, shame on the corporations. And I think of all the people that are the corporations that are supporting the Ballroom. Still not sure that's going to be built, although there is some destruction going on with it. Anyway, back to No Kings. The day after No Kings, I left and I went camping in Kings Canyon. I thought it was appropriate. I said, let me see what a real king looks like. Kings Canyon in the Sequoias. I don't want to get a whole bunch of people going there, but it was phenomenal. It was like a mini Yosemite. Less people, just as spectacular, if not more, because I don't know. It was just amazing to me. The weather was perfect, a little rain, a little lightning, a little thunder, it was a little cold. But I didn't die by lightning strike. Even though we were out hiking going, is this a good idea? And I go, I don't know. I've got my aluminum walking stick with me. Is that bad to carry an aluminum walking stick in a lightning storm? Yes. So we turned around, and as soon as we turned around, the lightning and thunder stopped, but it was good. We did the hike the next day, and it was just amazing. So anyway, went to Kings Canyon. Some of the messages that I got, and no internet, none. It was great. It took me 3 days to let go of the chit chat in my head about news and Pumpkinhead and all that. 3 days, and I'm going, oh gosh, what we are being filled with is just, it's toxic. So, when I was down there, and when I finally let go of some of the chatter, the messages that I was hearing was rebuild. Focus on the rebuild. So like every Sunday we get together and we jump up and down on the web of creation, and I go, what is it that we want to send out to the world? And I'm thinking to myself, I'm going, let's focus on the rebuild instead of the tear down. And it's hard because you see the bulldozers in the, East Wing? Yeah. What would happen if he did the West Wing? Ooh, I think that would have been way worse. I think there'd be way more uproar. I mean, I was really pissed with it. And I'm going, where's the outrage from our government officials? Oh yeah, half the government is not going to work because Moses Mike says no health care for you, and he is not holding session again for another week. So this is why it's hard to let go of this stuff. But anyway, the message that I heard was focus on the rebuilding. When I did get back and turn on the news, I was listening to Heather Cox Richardson, and she was talking about something similar too. So Yeah. Yeah. So if you guys want to pause, grab a deck of cards. And I also heard AOC talk about something similar. The people who are not in an elected position, pick something that you can do locally to make a difference. And the people who are elected, then let them do their job and keep talking to them, especially in the red states. Keep talking to your representatives. Say, get back to work, you lazy Democrat-looking people. I had to stop and redo this video, so I may repeat myself. But isn't it funny that the Republicans are the ones that aren't working, that are collecting a paycheck? Sounds like a handout to me. Okay, let's move on to Healing Waters Oracle deck. Cosmic Ocean, as I cut the deck there. And the Wellspring. Take a breath. Take a breath. So what I want to look at, it was so healing for me to be in Kings Canyon. And even when I say that with no kings, it's still kind of like is a little rough for me, right? It's a little, it chafes me a little bit. And I go, but it was beautiful, Kings Canyon. And they're talking about the sequoias, the sequoia trees that are kings. Okay. Kings of the tree world. Well, what about the redwoods? That's true. What about the banyan tree? Okay. What about the tree of life, Danny? What about us? We are all kings. Okay, what do we want to, let's throw some healing energy cards. Let's just pull 3 and see what we get. Pull along if you'd like. Ooh. Bounteous? I don't know how to say that word. Wishing well. Yes. Sweet waters. Okay, so if I drop into that Kings Canyon vibe, I get this, coming together, bounteous. Generously given, relationships coming together. So if we're dancing on that web of creation, what do we want to bring forth? A unity, a coming together of different relationships. Not that they have the same ideas as us, but that we can agree to maybe a standard. And the standard is unity consciousness, and that is love. Respect for all things, all creatures, all rock people, all tree people, everything coming together, just having a common respect. And we see that lack of respect. When I was at that campsite, I'd be picking up garbage, less and less though than normal. So people are becoming more aware, I think. I hope. I dance on the web of creation with that thought. The next card we get is the Wishing Well. Unexpected gifts, kindness, karmic jewels. So, again, these are healing oracles. A lot of times when I hear the word karmic, it's like karma's going to bite you. Karma is going to get whoever's doing bad stuff. But in this card, it says, what are your karmic jewels? Not the bad stuff. What is the good stuff? Let's focus on the good stuff of karmic jewels. And what are the unexpected gifts? Sometimes we don't even see things that are in front of us. I got another story coming up. Sweet waters, sensuality, romance, enjoyment, fertility, and balance. And here we have this sweet waters. She's pregnant. So we have the fertility. And a lot of this, these keywords, they don't resonate with me, all of them. Some of them do, some of them don't. But what really popped out at me was balance. And then I started looking at it again and I go, well, fertility, what do we want to create? New. Enjoyment, yeah. We need to find enjoyment in this time. It can't all be about, oh, you're going to get your karmic due. No, we're going to get karmic jewels. What do we want? Enjoy. Sensuality, romance. It's all good. It's all good stuff. If we focus on the good stuff, if we focus on the rebuilding of things. I remember when my dad was trying to give me some advice on life, and he goes, you know, I'm just one of the lucky people on this planet. He goes, I've never worked a day in my life because it was always so much fun. And he worked a lot. He was always working. And he goes, but it wouldn't work. It was fun. So I think that that's something that I want to focus on. Because sometimes I just go, oh, maybe we should focus on how we can make this a lighter process instead of this negative process. Because it feels pretty damn negative. Okay, getting back to the story of not being able to see things. So my younger brother and I were on this hike, and I'm looking up at this huge cliff face, and I thought, this is just magnificent. And I said, did you see that? And he goes, yeah, I've seen that before. And he keeps walking. And I look at him, and I'm like, really? And just before then, I was thinking, how come I'm not seeing any faces in the rocks like I did in Chaco Canyon? And I look up and I go, because I'm not looking for them. And here is this amazing face smiling at me. And I will do a video, I promise. I said I was going to do it for Chaco. I think I kind of did, but I will do a video of Kings Canyon. Just because it was so cool. It was so neat. And I'll show you the face that he goes, yeah, I've seen that before. And so when I caught up to him, I said, so you mentioned you saw that mountain before, but did you see that? And he goes, I missed it. Yeah. All right. I'm using the Good Tarot deck. Let's see what we get here. Let's look at what we as individuals, and this is kind of hard. So one of these cards may speak out to you more than the other. What do we need to focus on in the rebuilding with joy, with happiness? What do we need to focus on in rebuilding our world? And then we'll look at a few of the other things that I noticed happened while I was away, listening to some of the news on the way back. I couldn't listen to a lot of it. I just, I got to turn this off. And I'm still kind of like that. So what do we need to focus on in the rebuilding? Oh, that was a hard deck. I mean, a hard shuffle. I'm using good tarot because I want it to be good. Hope everybody has taken their hopium pills. I'm getting the hopium newsletter now. So I signed up for that, and now I've got like 20 more emails that they're all aligned with. Oh, stop. I don't have enough time. Okay. What do we need to focus on in the rebuilding? I'm going to drop this down so you can see it. And thank you, first deck, first card out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What we need to focus on. Enough said. Love. And I love this. I love this card. She's sleeping on strength. She's sleeping on the lion. It's love this. Okay, between two pillars, between a triangle and some other squiggly line with a circle. It's some Egyptian sign. I don't know what it is. But, and then there's some other symbols on the lion too. So there's a lot of strength in just being comfortable and taking care of ourselves. This is a rest card on strength. And then we have the High Priestess. This is the female version of the Magician card. And so what this is suggesting is that we have more power than we think as we dance on this web of creation. Because she uses magic, she uses intuition, she uses alchemy, and she has secrets that will be revealed. And at the base of the reading, we have the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Fire. And this doesn't look like a burden. This looks like, you know, some of the ideas that we have just need to be transfigured, transformed into some passion. And some of the passions should be just let go of. Things will come around in a circle. And in the past, as it relates here, is the Seven of Air. And this is the Seven of Swords. This is normally sneaking into camp, taking some defenses. But this is, well, it's certainly finding comfort in the geese and maybe the baby ducks in the bottom. Yeah, take comfort in that. Yeah. There's information coming to us. That's what I heard with this card. At the top of the reading, we have the movement. And in this movement, white and black horse, this woman is not very strong. I was going to say it takes a lot of strength to steer, to manage to captain, I don't know what you would call it, the chariot. Yet this woman, her arms are not all buff, so it's more of a delicate. It's more. I'm struggling to find the words. It's more of a delicate operation on how to move this chariot and keep these horses in line. And the potential near future is call. So what does this card say to you? Is it to call for help? Or is it to answer the call? Or is it to just send out a message? Now's the time. Internally, we have the Fool, the new journey, a new beginning. And it feels like both of them are blowing a horn, so that they're both like sending out a message. And externally is the Six of Earth, giving and receiving. Six of Pentacles. Hopes and Fears is the Page of Earth, which is a new path forward, a new project that we can go on. It's young, it's new, and it's intuitive. And the final outcome is the Three of Air. This is heartbreak. This is betrayal. This is the three birds that should be together. Two are doing their thing, and it's just you and somebody else, or this angel and somebody else. This Three of Air. It feels like to me in this card, and I'm going to hold it up again. So when I dip into the imagery of this, it feels like the separation is good. So you have two birds staying together, and then you have an angel and a bird that are, the one bird is comforting the angel in a way, so that it's, well, I'm just going to leave it there and let you guys figure it out. Certainly there is a heartbreak, there is a betrayal, and there is a comfort in knowing that we still have some of the sword of truth in the three swords, Three of Air, that will be there for us. I'm just going to leave that. The clarifying card is the World and the Queen of Fire, the Queen of Wands. So with this sadness, with this heartbreak, we have a completion, we have the World, and we have a powerful new truth coming. And I think this powerful new truth is us creating with love through the High Priestess on a new journey, giving and receiving. So it's just not all take, as this current administration seems to be doing. And we have the Chariot. We have movement. Things are moving. We may not feel it. We may feel that, get stuck in that Three of Swords energy that I was stuck in. What is that Three of Swords? Just move on. And if I would have just moved on from that card and trying to figure it out, I would have gotten the World card, the completion, the abundance, and I would have also gotten the Queen of Wands. We are more powerful than just the Three of Swords. Okay, let's take a look at, I'm going to go to the World card. What does, so I focus on two things. I focus on the White House being destroyed, the People's House being destroyed, and the People's House is the White House. It's also the Congress, the House of Representatives, and both of those are being destroyed. Number one, Moses Mike isn't letting Congress back into session. They can't do their work, so they're getting handouts. Yet we aren't. They are. And y'all know what I feel about if there's a shutdown, they shouldn't be paid. They should be docked pay. Let's take it one step further. Stop this stupid stuff. The Republican Party has had, okay, here's a little rant. We're getting into it. The Republican Party is the least productive Congress, I think, in the history. I think I might have that right. I may not. Double check your sources. Don't trust anybody if somebody throws out a breaking news story or this just happened. Double check, because there's a lot of misinformation out there. The only person you can really trust is PsychicDuck. Okay. We're going to take a look at things from a different point of view. We're going to look at them from the duck's point of view. So, but yeah, why not dock these people pay? Maybe that'd get their asses back to work. And the leader of the House, he should be held more responsible. And he should be docked twice. Okay. So the destruction of the White House. And is it the right thing to do? No. Does he legally have that right? Maybe, but he didn't follow any of the channels to get it done. But that's what he is showing us. We need to solidify what presidents can and cannot do. And normally it should be with Congress's approval, and it needs to jump through all these historical, because it's a historic building. So you can't touch that without going through channels. But because it's not like a law, and then is the pendulum going to swing the wrong way with laws? I don't know. It's just, we're in a new world. All right, so, but it's done. I'm not going to worry about it. Let's just look. Is that ballroom going to even be built? I don't think it is. I don't think he's going to be around. And it's not, from what I hear, I mean, I'm not there. I don't know if they need that or not. Some of the people that I listen to on News PBS, they say, well, some of these state dinners are being held in tents. Okay, maybe that's not the right thing. I bet it's a pretty nice tent. But, so maybe they do need a big gathering room. But not the way he's going to adorn it. It's so tacky, in my opinion. Although I do have a gold Lamborghini in my driveway. That's not tacky. So I'm a little confused. Sorry. That was a very big squirrel moment. Okay, let's look. Is this ballroom going to be completed, going to be finished by Pumpkinhead? Pumpkinhead's plans for this ballroom. What is it going to be completed according to his vision? Because I think it's going to be completed with somebody else's vision. Is this going to be completed with his vision? Oh, am I reading these reversed? I guess I am. We get the devil reversed. The addiction. So to me, that's a no card. That the devil had his, and he was working on this. He was dealing, he was manipulating everything, but it turns upside down. So his manipulation isn't what he thought it was. Let me pull this down. Wouldn't want y'all thinking I'm cheating or anything. I did get somebody saying, you could be cheating. Like, don't you have anything better to do than to comment that I could be cheating throwing tarot cards? That was a while ago, so I haven't gotten that recently. All right, and yeah, no, these, okay. So we have the, I was just looking at the bottom because I wanted to cheat. All right, Page of Swords. Legal stuff coming. It's not really happening. Swinging for the fences. Page of showing up with some truth. Maybe not. We have the Two of Wands at the base. We have the Worry in the past that's upside down. What? Me worry? Alfred Newman card. And we have the Moon card, secrets being revealed. Well, we don't need any secrets to be revealed because it's already revealed. We just have a choice here. And we have the Wish card in the potential near future. So, as I look at this right now, is this going to be built according to this card's plan, the Devil's plan? No. For people who may be new to the channel, I have a couple of cards that refer to Pumpkinhead, and I call them that because of my Halloween deck card, which you need to pull out because it's Halloween. And that was a big Pumpkinhead with a lot of sugary straws coming out of it. It's his bad diet that is giving him an inflammation in the brain, according to me. You can't take that much sugar and not have inflammation, and it goes up into the brain. Anyway, sorry, squirrel moment. So what I see with this is that no, it's not going to be done. This Page of Swords, this new path forward with, swinging for the fences, just going so fast. It feels like it may be stuck. Something may halt the movement of it. There is a Wish card that we get. The Worry is upside down. The secrets being revealed, they've already come out, as I said, internally. So I'm just seeing it's not going to go well with him. Internally, we get the Four of Wands, which is a celebration. In Rider-Waite deck, there's a house behind it. It could be the White House. This one, they're still under a tent. It's like, Kennedy's state dinners or Obama's state dinners. They had them in tents. It's still a tent. And then we have in the external position, we have the Emperor being upside down. No kings. Hopes and fears. The High Priestess is upside down. The female magician card. She is it feels like her secrets, again, it's kind of like the Moon and the High Priestess. Her secrets, what she's revealing, the intuition that she normally uses to create things, is not available. I think it ties with this Emperor card. And I get weakness, strength reversed. We have the Star of Hope. Oh, sorry. I don't know if that's going to show up. And then we have the Queen of Cups. Interesting that the Queen of Cups card shows up, Kamala Harris cards. So without these clarifying cards, this all looks like, is this ballroom gonna be built under Trump's vision? I get a no, 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 no. Upside down Emperor, no. Upside down High Priestess, no. But something is going to, they're going to still have to do something in underneath the tent. And with the Nine of Cups card, the Wish card, well, what's the Wish card for us? Well, the Wish card for us is the Queen of Cups. That may not be her wish, because it's like, holy crap, there's a lot to work on. And then we get the Star of Hope that I can't show you, because I can show you big weapons of mass destruction, but I can't show you naked parts, right? So I'm getting a no, and I'm getting that hang in there. We will have the Star card showing up with the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is my Lotus card. It's my Kamala Harris card. And, you know, I really, when I tap into her, and I don't that hard, but it really feels how I sense how angry she is. I sense, and I've been thinking too a lot about, when is the world going to go, enough is enough? We've seen enough. When is the world going to go? And whenever I ask that question, I go, when MAGA says that it's enough. When some Republicans start turning in the House and in the Senate, and God knows why they're not turning, why they're not opening their eyes. What is the big fear? What is it? These guys talk a big talk, but there are no heroes in the Republican Party. They're all just a bunch of wimps. Stand up. Have some convictions. Now, some of this they may think is right, but I just go back to Joe Rogan when he says, anybody who has a heart can't be going along with this. All right. Gotta go here. Sorry. Gotta go. Kamala Harris. So when I tap into her, I feel her really pissed. I feel her really angry. I feel her really hurt. Will Kamala Harris, what do you just tapping in? She's very guarded too. Still very guarded. What can you share with us? Tapping into the spirit of only in love and light with her guides and angels. What is it that you can share of her path forward with us on the world stage? What can you share? Drop this down. What can you share? Three of Wands reversed. Watching the ships come in overseas. This is watching something. She's not. It's already here. She's no longer on the sidelines. It feels like. New emotional start. The Four Swords reversed. So the Retreat card, this is the Minor Arcana of the Death Rebirth card, the Major Arcana. This is the Minor Arcana of that. The Retreat Death card is reversed, which is back to a new start. In the past, as it relates, is the Five of Swords. Her picking up the sword. They're saying, oh, hell no. Going back to a simpler time. Six of Cups. Potential near future. The Magician. Something is, from my reading on this, something is going to happen that is going to flip her being on the sidelines. She's got a lot of fight left in her. Internally, well, okay, so we got this card, the Minor Arcana of Death and Rebirth. Now we got internally the Major Arcana, Death and Rebirth card. The old way that she was sitting on the sideline, I think is done. The external position of this is the Sun card. Full illumination. Hopes and fears. The Seven of Wands. Defending oneself. She's not defending herself anymore. It's upside down. She's going, I don't need to defend myself. And the final outcome. Oh, got to put my hand on it. We have the Star, but it's reversed. So there's going to be a lot of people that are going, no, you can't do this. Clarified by the Queen of Cups reversed. And the Page of Coins reversed. So those reversal cards are, sorry, don't look at that. You guys, your eyes are all focused on that. So when I look at this, it feels like she's seen about enough, but it goes back to the with these three cards being reversed, that the timing isn't quite right for her to step in. All right, so let's look at Canada and then I'll be done. Canada. So, I don't know. They added, from my understanding, which could be way off, there was a hockey game or a Canadian game where that was televised, and they put up an ad from Reagan where Reagan was saying tariffs are bad for the country. They didn't play the whole interview. They just gave a slice of it, whatever this ad was, and it maybe misrepresented what Reagan was saying. I don't know. But either way, it wouldn't have mattered, even if it was what Reagan was saying. I mean, he had dementia too, so. But Trump got all butthurt and said, I'm not playing with Canada anymore. Meanwhile, Canada said, well, I hope we can get together and straighten this out. Mark Carney said that. And he goes, but in the meantime, we are opening up trade with other countries. So you're not the only game in town. Be isolated if you want. I'm making that up. I don't know if he said that or not, but still, it was. So Trump is now, I don't know if he's putting more trade embargoes, more trade barriers, or not. But since we are all global, it's just, you know, we can't be isolationist anymore. So what is he going to taco? Canada and U.S. relations. Canada and U.S. relations. And I want to thank all the Canadian viewers. Thank you for sticking with us. Okay. Canada and U.S. relations. Well, we get the Emperor. It's being challenged by the Four of Wands celebration, him being in the White House. And this is two people coming together, and it could be like a wedding ceremony or something like that. And it's reversed. So the partnership is kind of done. Stabbed in the back at the base of the reading, reversed. So it's not irreparable. In the past is the world reversed. So this is the Emperor going, we don't need the world, and I think we're in big trouble. We have the Empress reversed. So if we look at world things, with the Empress reversed, is Russia no longer involved or as strong as it could be? It's certainly letting us, it's certainly the abundance card is reversed because of what Pumpkinhead is doing. And then we have the hard work ahead, the Eight of Coins. Canada-U.S. relations. The Ten of Cups reversed. It's not feeling good. We're not comfortable. And we have, in the external position, the Eight of Swords reversed. And I flipped these cards all over, so still a lot of reverse cards. It's the Eight of Swords reversed, which is a restriction, which means that it's going to be tacoed, is what I get from that one card. Hopes and fears that the heavy burden is going to, is not going to crush us. And the final outcome is the Wheel of Fortune. And it's reversed. So as wheels spin, just because it's reversed doesn't mean it has a flat tire. It means that it's spinning, but it may not be spinning in the good fortunes that we think tariffs are going to bring us. And the clarifying is the Seven of Pentacles, reversed, reaping what we sow. Well, we're not reaping anything because what we sowed is nothing. We pulled it away. And Page of Wands, reversed. So I normally don't read reverses, so all these reverse cards kind of throw me a little bit. But if you just look at it from that point of view, Canada-U.S. relations, it is upside down. It is reversed. New information is not coming forward. The abundance from the Seven of Pentacles, as we reap what we sow, it's upside down because the Emperor threw a monkey wrench into it, stabbed people in the back, is turning the world upside down, is not letting things flow as they should. So it just feels like it's upside down. How long? And it does feel like he is going to taco on this. So So let's see. Let's see how long this upside downness, our upside down relationship, will last. Will it last? I'm going to do 3 cards. Will Trump change his mind next week? 2 of Swords reversed. 5 of Cups reverse. He's going to look at an offer. 4 of Cups in the future. He's going to be looking at something. Okay, what about the following week? Ace of Swords, Hanged Man reversed, and the King of Wands reversed. I think that, yeah, I think he's gonna tackle on this in the second week. We have the Sword of Truth. We have the Hangman looking at things from a different point of view, but he's reversed. So the suspension is reversed, but this Knight of Wands, bringing forth some new information. It doesn't feel like either it's negative information that's coming forward that makes him change his mind. That could be it. But yeah, I see the second week it's going to be over. Let's take a quick look at next week. They say Congress is not in session next week. Moses, Mike, Grinder, Johnson. Cards didn't like me saying that. Because you're playing a game. You're being petty. I said petty and Grinder in the same. Now, that's sophomoric humor. Trump flying an airplane over New York, dropping a load. Sophomoric humor. He takes it to a new low. President doing that. Okay. Moses, Mike, how they bastardize something good. Okay. Are you going to bring Congress back to session again? Are we going to put enough pressure to get Congress back in session? I think somebody in Arizona is going to be suing to get that one woman back to work, the Arizona representative. Johnson was saying, that woman just needs to go to work for the people. She can't go to work. You haven't sworn her in. She's just like us. Okay. Put her to work. Well, 3 cards. Will Congress get back in session next week? Ooh. That's a good card. 6 of Cups. Going back to a simpler time. Knight of Swords. Some legal thing happening. And the King of Swords reversed. Who would be the King of Swords? He's like one of the king lawmakers. Let me keep going with this. The Fool card's reversed. Maybe this is him going on a new journey. Maybe this is him just being a reversed fool. Secrets coming out. And we get the Abundance card. the 9 of coins. So if that was, let me drop this down. You can see the spread I pulled. So those are the 2 reverse cards. This new journey that he's trying to take us on is foolish. There's going to be some secrets coming out, some revelations. We're going to open up some abundance here in the 9 of Pentacles, going back to a simpler time. Some legal thing is going to turn the King of Swords upside down. It's going to show what a fool he is. With secrets. I don't know, is secrets his past? I mean, you see all these disgusting things showing up in the young Republican, a 40-year-old young Republican. All right, well, I'm going to say goodbye to all you young Democrats out there, all you young liberal, progressive people who want a better world. Thank you all for watching. Peace and love. Peace and love.